Howdy. Today, um, I would like to go over my prepping for, besides school, that I'm doing on IXL Learning program through high school. I also would like to also go over some notes I've been prepping for American Military University. I would like to inform you that I did not make it into the military, but was close. But I am studying for some things. It's called military political history and tactical leadership tactics. So, without further ado, I would like to go over some of the military political things I've been doing prepping for the future college that I plan after I graduate school. And here is some of the notes. So your first one is first paper is The History of Thomas Jefferson by Justin Van Dyke. Thomas Jefferson was born on April 13, 1743. He lived in the state of Virginia. When his father passed away, he was given land by his father as an inheritance. Jefferson took charge of the land when he was 21 years old. When Jefferson was 26 years old, he was working on building a house on his land. This took him 15 years to build this house, which is known as the Monticello. It has 43 rooms and a garden outside of his 43-room house. Slaves worked for Thomas by cooking him meals and working around his farm. In the year 1765, a lawyer by Henry was not wanting to pay taxes to the king. Jefferson agreed. Jefferson agreed and decided to join politics in the year 1769. Jefferson married a woman by the name of Martha Skeleton and started a family in the year 1769. In the year 1775, America was fighting England. The colonies wanted to be free from Britain. In the year 1776, the Second Continental Congress had Jefferson write the Declaration of Independence. In 1776, the House of Burgungrass changed its name, and now it's called the House of Delegates. Delegates. Jefferson wrote a bill that laws could not interfere with religions. Jefferson also tried to pass a bill that allowed free schooling for American people. Jefferson became governor in the year 1776 and came up with a way to count money, which is known as the decimal system. In 1783, America was at war with England. In 1885, a group of men wrote the U.S. Constitution. Jefferson helped write this bill. In the year 1790, George Washington became president. George knew Jefferson was a good leader, so Washington gave Jefferson a new role. Now Jefferson was Secretary of State. He was in charge of American diplomats. Jefferson tried getting America and France to work together. He held this job until 1793. In the year 1796, John Adams became president. Jefferson lost the election but won the election in the year 1800s. In 1803, America doubled in size. America brought land from France. This land was known as the Louisiana Territory. In the year 1804, he was reelected. England and France were at war. Jefferson did not want war. He made American ships stay at ports. Americans would be safe from the British. And because of this, America could not sell goods to England. Jefferson left office in 1809 and went back home and started a library of books of Congress. But he replaced them after a fire. Jefferson never freed the slaves who worked for him. On July 4th, 1826, the United States turned 50 years old, and Jefferson died on the country birthday, and he was buried at his home. This is one for military political studies too. Subject Benito Mussolini, written by me, and in the year September 12th, 1943, Italy was at war, and Benito Mussolini was being removed from government office and being transferred by an ambulance to jail. He was being replaced in government office by King Victor Emmanuel. As residents in Italy threw rotten tomatoes and vegetables at Mussolini's posters in the streets of Italy. The American allies landed in Italy on September 3rd to kill the enemy troops and to keep the peace, and Italy surrendered. And that made Mussolini happy, and the Nazis removed Mussolini from jail. Adolf Hitler greeted Mussolini and spoke to him firmly, and wanted Benito Mussolini to lead a new fascist government. And he returned to Italy, but not Rome, after he was so off-focused and depressed. On the year 1943, Hitler sent out an arrest for Mussolini's son, who got him out of government office in the first place. Hitler ordered Goebbels to be shot along with the other fascist leaders. He also been involved in the overthrow of Second Deuce. A meeting took place on February 1944 and June 10, 1944, between Field Marshal Erwin Rommel and German Ambassador Ron and Mussolini and Hitler. Time was running out for both men during D-Day. Invasion of Mussolini's time ran out. He was on his way to cross the border to avoid execution. The Italian government had 3,000 black shirts followed him along with his family, only to find Mussolini in a tight spot with 12 black shirts. Mussolini was on the run, trying to reach Switzerland and trying to not be captured by the partitions. As Mussolini was leaving Musso, a roadblock was ahead, with tree cut down wrapped in barbed wire in the middle of the roadway. A blast of gunfire shot through the air, and the Germans shot through the air, and the Germans in back of Mussolini's convoy raised a white flag. The petitions let the convoy go, but his family of Mussolini's was left behind. At Mussolini's black shirt army quick dressed him in a German coat and helmet and placed him in another truck, but later got stopped by German soldiers again. He was caught and arrested and was shot with his girlfriend Clara and hung in the town square to people to see. And this is my last one. Book Report of Abraham Lincoln. In the years of February 12th, 1809, Abraham Lincoln was born in Kentucky. He was born in a small dirt floor. He was born He was born in a small dirt-floored, dusty old log cabin. The cabin only had one room, and his family was poor. His family moved from farm to farm. In 1821, Abraham Lincoln lived on a farm and worked, and the work never ended between splitting wood and plowing the fields on their farm because his family always needed help around the farm. He left home at the age of 22 years old and became a clerk in a small town store in the state of Illinois in the small town called Salem. In the year 1832, he wanted to become a lawyer. In the state of Illinois, in 4 more years, he became a lawyer. In the year of 1836, a few years later, he was elected in Congress, and he wanted to pass a law to end slavery in the United States. In the year 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States of America. The South wanted to keep slaves. The North did not want slavery, so the country divided into. In the year of 1863, the Civil War began. The war came to an end in the year 1865, and the North won. On the year of April 14th, 1865, a man by the name of John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in the theater, and Abraham was never forgotten. He was one of the Americans' respected presidents. And that short ends my conclusion for today. That is my political studies. I hope you enjoyed. You all might have a blessed day. And good night.